rest my soul for the night. The moon was full and glowing, illuminating the desert floor. I saw rocks and sand and cactus from my driver's window door. When suddenly in front of me, like a vision from beyond, an apparition on the roadside appeared and then was gone. Saw something running fast. A primal fear came over me like a nightmare from the past. A werewolf-looking creature that ran on twos and fours. My breath came fast and ragged as it ran next to my door. A clarion thought came to me like the ringing of a bell, that I had just been set upon by a raging hound from hell.
Beware, unwary driver, beware as you drive on. Your reality is changing, and it's hours before the dawn. The shapeshifter you are seeing has just made you a pawn. The nightmare is just beginning unless you change the road you're on.
I thought that I had breathed my last. I thought that I was gone. I could not lose that demon from the dark side of beyond. When suddenly in front of me, an exit to the right, I heard a gentle voice say, everything will be alright. I left that road behind me with the breaking of the dawn. I knew the night had changed me. The beast from hell was gone.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network and its website are those of the hosts, guests, and participants, and are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcasts, the management, other hosts, or advertisers of the network. The shows found on the Night Dreams Talk Radio Network can, but do not necessarily, promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition or give any medical or legal advice. Coming to you from some far point station, like a cosmic tumbleweed, both north and south of the Pleiades, here's your host, Gary Anderson.
Well, it is Friday. The whole week has gone by so fast. Tonight we got a killer show. We have R.W.Wells, who's died more times than the ever-ready battery ever could have. He'll be our first guest tonight here in just a couple minutes. And then, in about an hour later, we got Sam Ritchie on talking about little creatures, little people, and Bigfoot and portals out in the woods and who knows where else. But one thing I want to do, a big shout out to all the trekkers that listen to my show, Night Dreams Talk Radio After Hours. Or After Dark, I should say. Without you listening to the show, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I want to thank you. We're on 22 radio stations as of today on Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark. You can check us out at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com, and you can check us out like on iTunes, TuneIn, and all the major apps. You can download it, play it on demand. And James, are you there?
Yes, I am here, Gary. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing really good. I got my special tea right next to me, and I'm drinking it and enjoying it.
Well, good. You need your special tea.
I know, it's really special. Anyway, yeah, this week has been very unusual, but I'm glad the whole week has gone by really fast.
Yeah, it has seemed to go by pretty fast. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I hope the week coming up and the weekend is going to be a good one.
I know. When you're a kid, a week seems like months and years. When you get older, all of a sudden, it starts going by a little faster. Then when you get, my age, it's like, wow.
You made it to another week, right?
Well, no, the time is fast. Like when you're a little kid, and your dad promises you can have this crystal radio set. If you're good, I'll get it for you in 30 days. Well, that every day you're counting off, and each day is like a week. It just seems like it. It's like 30 days go by, and it seems like you waited a year for it, and by the time you get it, you don't even want it anymore.
Yeah, right. It's like, all that anticipation build up, and then, it can't get here fast enough. Then when it comes, it was like it didn't pay off what the build up was.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was a little kid, I wanted a crystal radio so bad because, I couldn't afford a transistor radio. So, the crystal radio was nice because I didn't have to buy batteries. I just hooked up the ground to something that was ground, and I could pick up radio stations for free with never having to worry about buying batteries or anything.
Yeah, that was the way to go. You was ahead of your time, Gary.
Oh, come on. That was a very popular thing, Poor people, in the 30s and 40s and 20s, crystal radios, with a cat crystal and all that stuff with a wire loop around a toilet paper roll. And you take a little thing and go across it to pick up your radio stations. It was really an awesome device.
As long as it worked, that's all count, and it didn't take, for a young boy, that's back in your day, that was a big thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, and mine was shaped like the Apollo space capsule originally, and the antenna on top, you just screw it up and down, and that would give you the different radio stations.
Oh, wow, that thing would probably be a collector's item today.
Yeah, it didn't last very long. I lost it.
Oh, geez. See? Can't trust you with a little bit of responsibility, dang it.
Well, what can I say? That was many moons ago. That was like... oh God, 60
last year?
61 years ago, my friend.
Oh my, you was only like 7-8 years old.
I know. I'm getting old. I'm as old as the wheel. It was invented for the wagons. You know that.
I do now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, RW, you can call in anytime you want. Make sure you call in at the 203-6695 line. That's the area code 1253-203-6695. And I'm ready for you to call in so we can talk about all your death experiences. Halloween's coming up. What are you going to dress up for Halloween this year?
That's a good question.
Are you going to go around and ask for sugar frosted flakes from all your neighbors for Halloween?
I'm almost afraid to eat candy anymore. Last time I ate Reese's Cups, I got sick as a dog. My lips swelled up about the size of Bubba Gump's. I'll tell you, I'm afraid anymore to eat any chocolates or candy bars. Frosted Flakes. That's probably the best way to go.
Yeah. Well, didn't that put you in the hospital if I remember right?
The Reese Cup did, yeah. Well, they didn't put me in the hospital. It was my blood pressure medicine did. Bad reaction to it after 4 years of taking it.
Yeah, so what did they substitute it with?
Nothing yet. Still waiting on an appointment to get to see my doctor to replace it, try something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, what happened to R.W.? He was supposed to call. I'm here waiting for him. Well, hi, Karen Banks. You're out there. She's always finding that cool stuff. I bet her house is full of it.
Oh, I'm sure. I see on her timeline all the time. She finds like little medals and buttons and
silverware.
All kind of military good stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if she ever found any bodies floating in a lake.
Well, she found a hand grenade one time, remember?
Yeah, but it was one of the, that was disarmed. That's, my grandmother had a 77 millimeter, whatever, cannon shell in her living room for years and years and years. And when I got older, I looked at the back of it, and I could tell it was never ever disarmed. And I remember when I was a little kid, I was throwing that thing around, playing with it and all that. So we called up the authorities. They came out, and it was never disarmed. Could you imagine? That would have probably took out most of her house.
Well, I would say you would definitely be responsible for remodeling your house if that thing would have went off one way or another.
Yeah, well, it sure would have took me somewhere for a ride, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you would have been launched into probably a little bit of outer space for a minute, and then come down on your neck.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the whole interesting thing. That you got to watch that stuff because there's a lot of stuff out there that can go off and kill you. So you got to make sure, if you find anything that's been disarmed and stuff like that, that's the thing that, people going out, in Germany and France and all around there, Czechoslovakia, they're finding, live ammo that still can go off.
All the time, even in Southeast Asia, like in Laos and Vietnam and stuff, there's still all kind of landmines and booby traps all over.
Yeah, that's what you have to be careful about. You step on one of those things and it goes click. Well, you can sit there and count your life goodbye, and you're not going to have 9 lives like R.W. has.
No, usually you only step on them once.
Yeah. Hey, R.W., I think you're there, right?
I am here. How you doing, Gary? How you doing, James?
R.W., what's going on, buddy?
Doing pretty good. I just got a kick out of reading Karen's message that she had posted. Every time she sees my name as R.W., she thinks of root beer.
That's where her mindset is. She's craving right now. A root beer.
I think that's funny though. I love root beer, so it's an honor to feel that way.
Well, you know what? When I was a kid, what was that main hamburger place? Was it ours? What was it? Where you go in and they were famous for the root beer. A.W. root beer, yeah.
A&W. Yeah,
A&W. That was fantastic. I haven't tasted anything as good as that since.
Yeah, A&W was Frosty root beer was mine when I was a kid. It was called Frosty root beer, and I used to love Frosty root beer. As a matter of fact, I named my first dog after the root beer, Frosty. So,
okay, come here, Frosty. Oh yeah, wow.
Exactly. And he was white, so it matched, Yeah,
I was going to name my first dog after my first wife, but I couldn't do that to my dog. I just couldn't. I couldn't just bring myself to, humiliate my dog like that.
I wouldn't curse an animal with my ex-wife's name.
No, I wouldn't. Anyway, how you been? I mean, it's been a week since we talked to you.
How about you?
I am doing a lot better. I am at least motivated here. And I got my special tea I'm drinking right now, and I'm feeling...
We're not spilling it on the keyboard this time.
No, and I got all new mixers and all new equipment since the last time. I redid my whole studio this past week, it's even more involved than what I even showed. It just keeps, every day I keep figuring, I can have that. Pretty soon I'm going to have to just buy a new house. And because this 12 by 15 foot room is just getting too small.
Yeah, I've seen you've shown the videos, and I've enjoyed being able to actually see where the master works at. And it's for those who have not, maybe they should go back to your post and revisit some of your videos of that you've done of you being live, and